Alright, so this is day one of us. I look insane, but it's fine. This is day one of us trying to get max allocation through TopStep. So far, I have one Alpha Futures account, 150K Alpha Futures account that I passed last week. And then I had two prior to that I actually ended up blowing two TopStep accounts. Because I was just doing weird stuff, honestly. But it's alright. Why don't this delete? But it's alright. So for now on, I'm obviously going to document the entire process just to kind of keep myself accountable. And I want to be able to come back and look at this later. So this is just very raw, uncut footage. So right now, the market is open and we are trying to get a consensus of where we want the market to go. So we're just gonna mark out levels, and then go from there. So we see we have this hourly fair value gap. We also have one on ES. So this hourly gap on ES. Let's make that just 1 hour. Down to the 45. So actually on the 45 minute, we've already tapped into this 45 minute gap on both indices. Tapped into this 45 minute gap on both indices, both indexes. So go down to the 30. We're actually getting a pretty nice reaction off of that. So we're gonna drop down to the lower time frame. We're gonna drop down to the 15, see if we can find any gaps, unfilled gaps that we could target possibly. Any unfilled gaps. So we've already taken out all session liquidity to the downside. We have a lot of low resistance liquidity built up through here. Also have this 15-minute gap on both right here. So just have that 15-minute and then go down to the 5-minute. That 5-minute gap's mitigated, so we just have that 15 resting up there. It's pretty far away, but I definitely think with all this low resistance liquidity that we have, we could definitely come and start taking out all these draws higher, because I am bullish for the day just based off what we've seen so far. Have a 15-minute gap up there. I have London up there. I don't know if we take out London highs on a no news Monday. I doubt it, but let's drop down to the 1 minute. See if we got some displacement. We got nice displacement through here. So I don't think we'll return back to this fair value gap, and I think that we probably already missed our trade to get in. Or we have this 2 minute. Have that 2 minute and that 3 minute. I've already inversed that 3 minute on NQ. So, but we have it on ES though. I don't think we pull back. We definitely don't. We shouldn't. But this 2 minute this 3 minute inversion would have been nice just because of the displacement we got through here. Just because of the displacement we got through here, it is right off the open, but we could have went break even after we took these highs right here. and then just targeted this 15-minute. Could have did something like that. Stops at the body. 1 to 1.5. Break even point would have been right there. That would have been nice. I knew we were going to miss it too. Just had to finish a couple of things on the charting. But definitely not going to pull back to this range either. It's like we have it on ES, but this is the second time this has happened too. That we just send right off the open, and I promise you we're never going to come back either. We're never going to come back. Not to fill any of these gaps right here. They're just going to stay open. They always stay open. I'm hitting that 15-minute gap. We just have so much low resistance liquidity up there. So much. Like, look at all this low resistance liquidity that we have generated. We're definitely coming to take all of those draws out. It's just if you're gonna be a little late to the party, you might as well not go to the party. If you're gonna be that late to the party, don't even come. Might just call it a day, honestly, bro. Like, might just have to. Might just have to. Like I said, we're going to hit this 15-minute right there. Yeah, I mean, that was a perfect setup. I mean, we genuinely tapped into that 45-minute gap right there. And obviously just sent from there and just had no sign of slowing down. I think the only smart thing to do is just shut down the charts. I think that's the only smart thing to do here. Yeah, there's nothing else to do. I look dead. Haven't gotten a haircut in forever. That's why I look bad, but do have SMT at this 15-minute gap right here, but just knowing that it's a Monday, I just know that I've seen this too many times for me to be confident in a pullback here. And like I said, we're extremely bullish today. I do believe that, you know, all of these draws are going to get taken out. All of these. This entire range right here just might get filled today. This entire range could definitely get filled today. Had a 30-minute gap too. Yeah, bro. How did I miss that? Again, like, it doesn't get much more perfect than what we just saw. It just doesn't get much more perfect. Sweep of the lows. That fair value gap right there. Had that 15-minute and a 30-minute resting above. We sweep it and then get immediate displacement through these highs. So, yeah. Well, that was a very quick video. Yeah, I think the smartest thing for me to do is just get off for today. I want to, but I'm trying to think. Is it a good idea to take these shorts off of this 30-minute? Probably never is, right? Probably never is. No News Monday. I don't think we pull back here. I do not think we pull back at all. Whatever. Just to save myself, save my account, bro. I'm gonna just get off. And it sucks because it's freaking. I didn't even have time to take my phone out of my pocket before I started trading, bro. It's 8:40. 8:40. What am I gonna do with the rest of my day? I set an alarm to get up, and now my day's over. What am I meant to do for the rest of the day, gang? Like, that's my concern, honestly. That's genuinely my concern.
The markets I'm going to be trading. First, we have the classic gold. I'm going to be waiting for price to give me a retest of this area of interest to then head to the upside. Then I have natural gas for a counter trend trade. So this is very aggressive.
Out the bitch popping my shit with my fans. I appreciate them like I'm right there with them.
This is my first. This is my first official. This is.
Bruh. This is unfortunate, man. But I think that, like, the shorts, though. The shorts to this unfilled 5 minute. They look good, obviously, right? The shorts down to this unfilled 5 look good. But the problem is we're getting a 3 minute inversion on ES. ES is starting to invert. If we have a 3 minute, that means we have about to form a 4 minute as well. Maybe I take the shorts on an eval. Definitely not a trade for a personal, for my actual funded account, for my actual other 50K. But we'll wait and see what we produce. If we actually break these highs again, I'm actually done. But right now, price here is a spot that we would rebalance, tagging that 15-minute gap, leaving SMT at that gap. But something that I'm also looking at is just a continuation model as well. There's just too many options in the market right now. We could definitely target some of this liquidity right here, but you know, that's how I got burned on my first time trading these accounts. Was I would take things like I obviously know how to trade and analyze the markets, analyze price action. So what I would do is basically just TJR's model, just a continuation setup, a fib retracement or fair value gap, inverse fair value gap, and kind of just go from there. But anybody that knows how this month and last month and the month before has been for TJR, bro, you know it hasn't been good. So I just kept losing and kept losing and kept losing. So, but actually what I see here is that you guys can see that ES actually has not broken these highs. ES hasn't broken these highs at all. Yeah, ES hasn't broken those highs. The SMT at this gap. But like I said, us taking out these highs right here has solidified any trades for real money today. Not doing that. So we do have a 1 minute. Do have a 1 minute, but You can't hide. I'm gonna find. You know what? We're just gonna go ahead and call it here. It's just like, what do I do for the rest of the day, bro? But I don't like the fact that we're continuing to show that we're going up, even though we're getting all these SMTs. Because I do believe that we are extremely bullish today. So I don't believe in any sort of shorts at all today. So I don't want to take any shorts. So I do not want to take any shorts. And yeah, look at me setting up a trade to do some dumb shit. Yeah, I'm getting off here. I'm closing my computer. And that was day one. I wonder if tomorrow, if we have any... That's not how you spell factory. But I wonder tomorrow if we have any news. But that was an absolutely perfect trade that we missed. Have minutes on Wednesday, so probably no trades on Wednesday. And then NFP, target data highs. That'll be a good day. And then we have ISM manufacturing. So it's a pretty good week. So no need for us to force anything. No need for us at all to force anything. But just know today we're definitely gonna go up all day. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. How do I stop my screen recording?